Hello, I'm Michael from Michael Work, and today on the workbench we have this coffee machine. It's a Sunbeam EM4300 model, and its problem is that it doesn't stop pumping water. Let's first have a look at this problem with this coffee machine. So we'll just switch it on. Okay. You can hear it pumping, but oh, there you go, there's some water coming out. And it's just, it's coming out the spout. Oh, now it's supposed to be on. That motor doesn't know when to stop. Let's pull this thing apart and get it fixed. Okay, let's turn it around. See the first two screws here. To get inside this unit, there's two screws here that have a special head. It's usually referred to a tri-wing or a Y-shaped head. I've got a set I ordered off eBay, but if you wanted to go straight to the right one, it's a Y2. And yeah, you can't use one of those sets because the hole's way too small. So you actually need a dedicated screwdriver for it. So let's undo that. Okay, one step closer to the inside. Okay, it's off. You can see in here, let's get the angle right. Okay, you can see right in there. The bottom of those two resistors is burnt, which is the reason, well, presumably the reason why there's a burnt smell coming from this thing when you turn it on. Everything else looks to be okay. Let's start pulling this board out and finding out what on earth happened. Whoa. Okay. Something happened in there. So what's happened is there's been some kind of short, and it's blown the track out of the circuit board. Although the components actually look themselves to be in good condition. Wow, you can even see the burning. There's a little kind of a smoke pattern just going up inside there. Something crazy happened in here. Start by scraping off the charred circuit. Track that feeds the pump is burnt out rather tragically. I'm still kind of a little bit baffled to know why, to understand how the pump was still continuously working when the track is gone. I think this actually happened while the last test I did smell a burning smell. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just restore the connection between the pump and the across to the other side of the burnt out track down the bottom. I found this inside, which looks a little bit like the part of a cockroach egg. There's clearly something has gone on inside here that's caused this burn, which there's absolutely no sign of any damaged components on the circuit board. Let's check the capacitors. Well, that one's showing infinite, eventually in an infinite resistance, which is what you want to see. Go across this one. Nothing that way. Let's try this one. It's about 5 kilo ohms. When this little loop has absolutely no connection whatsoever in the circuit, there's clearly some kind of short going on the board itself. Okay, I've taken out all this chart area out of the circuit, so I've cut the tracks here, here, and here to fully isolate this chart area, which appears to be offering some conduction and the cause of the fault. So now we just have to replace them with wires. I've now put a connection. I drilled a hole through here and put a wire through which starts on this, connects to the triac solder point with the broken circuit, this broken track there, so there's no more interaction or connection to this burnt zone. Of course, we've got this wire that bridges the burnt out track. So that's been restored and it's been cut here as well, so there's no more electrical connection to the burnt area. And then that wire, as I mentioned before, connects to the solder point of the triac, comes up here and now connects to these two resistors out here, as opposed to inside the burnt zone. But because these two resistors are a little bit loose, I'm just going to put a blob of silicone to hold them in. Just make sure not to put it on the resistors themselves, because they will need to dissipate heat. And just put it on the ends there. So this board is now restored and ready to go in. So I went ahead and cleaned all the plates that to go around the unit to cover it up. One thing I noticed, well, it would definitely needed it. It was definitely dirty. Is on the base plate around here, there was further evidence of what looked like cockroaches. So some cockroach eggs. So yeah, I think that's what's happened. The cockroaches have found that, you know, it's a nice place to live. It's probably a little bit warm, and there's you know, coffee to eat, coffee grounds to eat inside, and they've decided to lay some eggs in an electrical part, and they got a bit of a nasty shock. So that obviously led to the failure of the unit, and carbonized the egg. Their eggs carbonized and created an electrical conduction, you know, caused a short on the pump. Let's keep putting it back together. Okay, now let's plug it in. Well, certainly not running the pump at the moment. Looks like it's heated, so let's try. Yep. Yep. Right. That's looking very good. Okay, here it is, all back together, the cover on. It's on, no pumping. That's fixed. Thanks for watching.